My goal is to bring a championship here.
It's an opportunity for us to make history.
Staples Center is the biggest winner of the summer.
Let's go hard. Hammers it home with 2 hands. Let's go hard.
There's nothing like opening night.
The buzz around the Staples Center in downtown Los Angeles has been building all day and hitting a crescendo for this much-anticipated season opener. Featuring Laker LeBron James with his new running mate Anthony Davis, with the Clipper debut of Kawhi Leonard taking center stage. The NBA opening week 2019 is presented by Auto Trader. The Los Angeles Lakers taking on the Los Angeles Clippers. And a pleasant good evening, everyone, with the Hall of Famer Reggie Miller. And on our sideline, Allie LaForce, Kevin Harlan. Let's take a look at our opening lineups tonight here in Los Angeles with a big crowd and a big-time feel. You see Bradley, Green, James in the middle with Anthony Davis and McGee. Pat Beverly in the backcourt with Shamet. Kawhi Leonard with Patterson and Zubac, the former Laker, on the front line. Our officials tonight, Kane Fitzgerald, Mark Lindsay, and Dedrick Taylor. And away we go. Los Angeles Reds is almost, it seems like, become the epicenter of the NBA.
And the line in the sand has been drawn. Either you're a Clipper fan or a Laker fan, as LeBron James first play of the game using that size and strength just to back down.
On the other side, Shamet can't hit. Rebound by Anthony Davis.
Now the question, especially with the Lakers, they have the size here. You've got Patrick Beverly trying to guard LeBron James here. Previous play just backed him down.
Look at the mismatch here. Now Zubac comes over, Green 3.
And here's the difference. If you're going to play a smaller player on LeBron, you're going to have to send help. LeBron James, a willing passer, finding the wide open Green for the 3.
We are testing a new technology for tonight's game, the virtual shot clock, a new and innovative way to integrate the shot clock into live game coverage. You can see it in the free throw circle, and this is a long shot by Beverly and a rebound by James.
Once again, Beverly on LeBron.
Down goes James, shot by Davis. And LeBron, yeah, something's not right.
He took a shot to the midsection from the shoulder of Patrick Beverly, getting low, trying to get in that defensive stance against LeBron.
It's Patterson picked up by Davis. Couple of Kentucky Wildcats going head-to-head. Kawhi Leonard.
Former teammates going at it, and Kawhi and Danny Green.
Here comes Bradley, and Shamet will meet him at the other end. Lakers a season ago, 37-45. Leonard and LeBron.
Oh, this is the headlining matchup right here. You see the crowd getting excited.
Shot clock at 6. James.
Woo. That's good. Good D. Fantastic go by LeBron. A steal by Danny Green.
Green's got it. 4-on-2. James, Green thinking 3 and popping one up. Beverly will race the other way. Zubac is trailing. Cross-court Kawhi. Davis there. And he traveled.
Points of emphasis or education, whatever terminology you want to talk about it. They are going to look at the traveling here. Here's the bump by Patrick Beverly to the midsection of LeBron. They're calling that travel call early. Kawhi Leonard with the step back. Took an extra hop. Oh, what a
nice
pass.
Davis pass inside to McGee.
You see the size difference here between the Lakers and the Clippers. Anthony Davis, JaVale McGee. You got to go double down on AD and LeBron. Both unselfish players.
Patterson on top. Green is on Leonard. McGee got a hand on it. Got good position on Zubac. Kawhi has started 0-2, and here comes Davis.
What a start here for Frank Vogel and the LA Lakers. Again, the smaller defender, Patrick Beverly, guarding LeBron. Little hand check there by Patrick Beverly. We saw this last season in the playoffs with Patrick Beverley guarding Kevin Durant. There's the double team on AD, and what does McGee do? Run straight to the front of the rim. And here's that last possession. A smaller player, use your size and strength.
Beverley had picked up the foul. That was his first. We're 3 minutes into the first quarter. Lakers have started 4 of 6. Clippers have gone 1 of 5. Zubac just picked up his first personal foul. And here is Anthony Davis at the free throw line. With the Pelicans a season ago, averaged 26 points a game. Reggie, they say the chemistry so far between Davis and LeBron is right on schedule.
It's all about those Taco Tuesdays. Came out early, worked out with LeBron all summer, was eating over at the house, trying to form that bond of this 1-2 combination. When you think about all the great combinations in Lakers uniforms, they're trying to add their legacy to those duos.
4 of the 5 Lakers have scored already, and here comes Beverley. The deeper team, the Clippers, but they're without Paul George tonight. Now Kuzma is out for the Lakers, and there's an offensive foul, and Kawhi trying to get some position, picks up the foul.
Nice job by Danny Green, keeping his hands up and fighting his way over that screen. Obviously, these two players familiar with one another, winning the championship in Toronto last season. So Danny Green, he knows Kawhi Leonard all those practice times.
Leonard picks up his first. Clippers have turned it over 3 of their last 4 trips. Here is Davis with the whistle. And that is an illegal D. Defensive 3 second. They'll send the Lakers to the line and 8.5 to play here in the first with a look at Doc Rivers. 2-time NBA Coach of the Year who took a team last year to 48 wins when Reggie, I don't think a lot of people gave him that kind of credit, and they surpassed what people thought.
And a lot had to do with two of the guys are getting ready to check in off the bench for golf. Montrezl Harrell and Sweet Lou Williams, 3-time Sixth Man of the Year. A walking bucket. And Doc believes his bench has much better length. Not the skill level of the starting unit, but much better length.
Patterson is defending Davis with a good move inside.
This is why the Lakers have to play through AD. Use that skill set and that youth. It's going to allow LeBron James a little more cushion to rest.
Patterson with a missed shot from outside. Hit a career low 37% from the floor a season ago. And here comes James. Shamet missed him. And there is a whistle.
Looks like it was Patrick Patterson again trying to guard and face guard Anthony Davis.
Patterson picks up his first. Davis has got 4 points, Reg, 2 rebounds, and 2 assists to start this one.
What a beautiful move right there. Quick, decisive.
Patterson defending Davis. Rebound by Montrezl Harrell. He finished 3rd in the 6-man voting a season ago. Nice pass by Williams inside. Harrell will finish it off.
And we saw this all last season between those two. Harrell and Lou Williams, that high screen and roll. Got to honor both players.
Leonard on James. Second time we've seen this matchup tonight. They switch and put Patterson on him.
Now you got Kawhi Leonard. How many guys is Kawhi going to guard tonight? We've seen him on LeBron, Danny Green. Look at this nice little pocket pass here through the legs of JaVale McGee.
Lakers have their first turnover, and here come the Clippers. Home last year, 26 and 15. Harrell a screen, Leonard to Harrell.
Lack of communication defensively by the Lakers. That's back-to-back screen and rolls with no one rotating over.
Harrell has some great timing underneath, doesn't he, Reg?
And great hands.
Yeah, he does.
Quick leaper, explosive, getting to the rim.
Harrell's got 4. Clipper starters have 2. James 3. McGee screen with a Shamet rebound.
And if you're Doc, you kind of want to force LeBron into those type of shots.
Look at the weaving Williams. And Bradley may have caught him. 6:50 in the first. Back and forth we go in Los
Welcome back to Los Angeles, where the Battle of LA has officially begun. We want to see the championship versions of the Lakers and the Clippers, and we want to see it now. But the truth is, both of these teams are weeks away from seeing the ideal starting lineups that they'd like to roll out to the court. For the Clippers, they told us that Paul George would miss at least another 10 games. For the Lakers, Kyle Kuzma has no definitive timetable. They did say it would be at least a couple of weeks before he started contact drills, though. But guys, that's where the veteran leadership comes in that the Lakers added this offseason. Over half the players they added are over 30 years of age. When you look at how many championships this coaching staff and the players have, it's 14. So that comes in handy when it's communicating, when you're trying to figure out your starting lineups, how they mesh together. Frank Vogel said just the terminology alone allowed them to skip a lot of steps in practice and has really come in handy.
Allie thinks there was no goaltending on the play. They'll put Kawhi Leonard at the free throw line. We welcome our audience from TNT to Los Angeles. Davis picks up his first. So far, we have seen the Lakers go 5 of 9 from the floor. The Clippers have gone 3 of 8. Davis has 4, LeBron has 4, and so far the scoring has been led off the bench. Montrezl Harrell has put in 4 for the Clippers.
It looked like Frank Vogel trying to establish his size in this game, going down low to LeBron James and Anthony Davis.
Clippers on a 6-0 run. Jermichael Green is watching Davis.
So good, so long, athletic, can get to his spot. A lot of guys are going to be able to block that shot. He just has to be patient. Nice move by AD.
Shamet and Leonard and Harrell with Green and Lou Williams. The foul for the Clippers. Knocked away inside. Great defense by the Lakers. It's LeBron to Green, and it's off the fingertips of Lou Williams, deflected out of bounds.
And Kevin, this is what you talk about not giving up on the play. Not only does he help and stunt, but still finds a way to block this shot on Harrell. Wonderful defensive play here by JaVale McGee.
Mo Harkless has come in for the Clippers. Beverly back in there. Beverly started the game. Green to McGee. Bradley out there. Davis and LeBron. The Laker 5 and halfway through the first quarter. Davis, 3, close, Green, rebound, Williams. Down court, nice pick off by Davis.
Did you see how long he stretched to get that ball?
That length is amazing.
Wow.
Here's LeBron starting 2 of 3 with 3 rebounds.
And waiting for AD to get back into action after that steal.
James picked up by Harrell. Shot clock down to 6. LeBron. Foul. It is on Montrezl Harrell.
Look at the length here. I mean, this is a special talent. There's not many guys that can go up and get this like Anthony Davis. And then not only that, is able to save it.
So here is LeBron at the free throw line. Take the NBA with you wherever you go with the NBA app. Download the NBA app today. Watch live games, follow your favorite team, and keep up with the latest news and highlights. The NBA app, powered by the NBA.
And this season, this is the one area LeBron is going to have to be more consistent and better at. Getting to the free throw line and converting. You look at the numbers last season in only 55 games. Special, spectacular. But free throw line shooting, they're going to need that.
So far, Davis and LeBron have combined for 12 for the Lakers. Clippers only have 8 points total. Lou Williams on the fly. Picked up by Danny Green.
Looks like Anthony Davis may have gotten a piece of that.
James to Davis. Jermichael Green is there. And picked up by Beverly. Bradley will pick him up as he comes the other way. Clippers last season 48-34, made the playoffs, 8th seed, took on Golden State and surprised the Warriors a bit, perhaps the defending champs, by taking them to 6 games. And Doc Rivers said it was a terrific team. We had kind of a lunch pail attitude. No all-stars, but boy, they probably overachieved in many ways.
And you think about that first round matchup, 6-game series with the Warriors. Maybe the Warriors were overlooking them. And you talked about that lunch pail mentality. And Patrick Beverly and Lou Williams were special in that series.
Bradley leaves, and Kentavious Caldwell-Pope will come in. Here comes Dwight Howard. He'll take the place of McGee. These are the first substitutions for the Lakers tonight.
And the second stint for Dwight Howard, which didn't finish well his first time around.
You're right.
But I think he has said all the right things during training camp, the exhibition games. I just want to come in here and do my job. Play defense, rebound, and protect the rim.
Great move inside with a Lou Williams scoop.
That was a long continuation there for Lou Williams.
It was indeed.
When did the foul occur? Right there, but he didn't put the ball back down.
So Howard picks up the foul, reaching in, and Williams will be at the free throw line.
I mean, a walking bucket.
#1 bench scorer last season, the #1 bench scorer in the history of the NBA. We're in Los Angeles, Lakers by 7, they've led by 11. NBA opening week 2019 presented by Auto Trader.
Frank Vogel using his challenge of the game right here, challenging, was this a foul on Dwight Howard? It was upheld. It was a foul on Howard, so it was an unsuccessful challenge, which the Lakers will lose a timeout. But looking at that video, they had counted it as an and one, but he had not gathered, so it was side out for the Clippers instead of an and one for Lou Williams.
Harrell just picked up a foul on top, setting a screen, and Montrezl Harrell has picked up his second. Davis and James on the floor with Howard, Caldwell-Pope, and the newly instated Troy Daniels.
So now Frank Vogel does not have any more challenges for the rest of the game. You only get one per team, per game.
JaMychal Green just picked up a foul. That'll be the first on him. They've got Anthony Davis at the free throw line. 6-time All-Star, 3-time All-NBA first team, part of 9 new players, Reggie, with this Los Angeles Laker team this year.
He's never had the opportunity other than All-Star games to play with the caliber of player like LeBron James, as Anthony Davis misses both at the charity stripe. I think his game is only going to grow playing with one of the all-time greats.
Harkless off that baseline, knocked away by Dwight Howard, picked up by Harkless. Shot clock at 10 outside, that is a 3. Green can't get it to go. Caldwell-Pope lost the ball, saved by LeBron right in front of Lou Williams. Clippers 0 of 4 on three-point shots so far, and approaching 4 to play in the first quarter. Davis will move and travel.
We talked about Dwight Howard, job description. Come in and play defense and do this. One of the all-time greats in terms of blocking the shot. This is a nice early entry in his second stint with the LA Lakers.
3-time NBA Defensive Player of the Year, Howard. Only played 9 games a season ago, then had back surgery. Harkless wheels inside, works on Davis, and Harrell can't punch it down. LeBron, 2 of 3, and over Harrell.
Clippers have numbers here. Nice job by the Lakers in transition D here.
Williams tries to move. Out there trying to defend him was Troy Daniels, who picks up the foul. Daniels coming from Phoenix. With a look at the 32-year-old Lou Williams, who, along with Montrezl Harrell, had the highest tandem scoring on one team off the bench in the league. LeBron will leave. Quinn Cook will come in and facilitate in the absence. And there's Williams with the shot and fouled on the play.
He is so good at drawing contact.
He is clever.
So good. I mean, he seeks out contact. He can shoot at odd angles. You see there the 3-time Sixth Man of the Year. I mean, a walking professional scorer in this game.
2 in a row, sixth-man award, and the foul goes on Caldwell Pope, who picks up his first, and here comes Lou Williams to the free throw line. Taking a look now at the upcoming national TV schedule tomorrow on ESPN. Celtics will be in Philadelphia, and the Denver Nuggets will be in Portland. For more on these games, go to NBA.com or visit the NBA app. Last year, the Clippers led the NBA in free throws attempted and made. Effective getting to the line, all a part of their terrific playoff run to get that number 8 seed. And here comes Davis, who's picked up by Green. And the foul.
That is just give me the ball, and I'm going to go straight through your chest. I mean, I'm not sure JaMychal Green, there was much more he can do. Look at this. I'm going to go baseline. Green is there. So I'm just going to keep going. You're not going to help? I'm going to use my size and strength just to go right through you.
Green picks up his second. And Reggie, we see Davis at the line. LeBron is on the bench. And I think the way it's been portrayed maybe with the two of them, it's more like a partnership than anything else, isn't it?
Well, obviously. I mean, but again, the headliner will be LeBron James. But the success of the Lakers, to me, they've got to run a lot of the offense through Anthony Davis. And Davis has already gone to the line 7 times, but he's only converted on 3 of them.
Williams makes a move, dumps it out. JaMychal Green 3. That's the first 3 for the Clippers tonight, with Paul George still out a month with shoulder surgery on both the left and right shoulders. Watching from that side. Drive here, Caldwell Pope kicks. Daniels triple.
And that's the one thing he's on the floor to do. Split the floor, and Troy Daniels can shoot him with the best of them.
Harrell. He got by Davis. Off the fingertips of Caldwell Pope and out of bounds. Already the bench of the Clippers, Reg, flexing their muscles. 9-3 on top of the bench of the Lakers. Not much of a surprise. It's a deeper Clipper team.
I love the chemistry between Lou Williams and Montrezl Harrell.
Beverly 3. Retrieved by Beverly. Shot clock at 14 with the offensive rebound. 2.5 to play in the first. Screen by Harrell opens the door for Williams.
It's so funny because Williams was trying to get to his left, which he prefers, and KCP was doing a good job. Look at this. Beverly just dogging Quinn Cook.
Cook and taking it right to the rack. The former Golden State Warrior. Couldn't reach a contract deal with the Warriors. Signs as a free agent here. Williams inside the collision. The carnage.
And I think they're going to get Dwight Howard with the foul. The block was good, but it was the body afterwards, I believe.
Foul goes on Dwight Howard for a second time. Frank Vogel, the first-year head coach
now watch the
of the Los Angeles Lakers.
The block is good, but look at his body afterwards. That's a lot of contact down low. That's a good call there by the official. It's the follow-through.
Williams talking about his career. You know, he left high school in Atlanta, came right to the NBA, and he began with Philadelphia, and that meant that Allen Iverson had a chance to kind of indoctrinate him on playing that position in the league. NBA Pick'em team win totals is your chance to win big. Lock in your season predictions before the game locks on Saturday, and you could win $1 million for your perfect picks. Play free at NBA.com/pick'em. Davis again. Green has had the responsibility. What a great move inside by Anthony Davis.
Davis now up to 9 points. And everything is being funneled through him. And what I like is LeBron James is on the bench resting. And I'm figuring at the end of this first quarter, LeBron will come back for Anthony Davis. So you keep one of these stars on the floor at all times for Frank Vogel. Look at this. Again, this is a simple game. We're going to ride our horse here.
They didn't spit the bit there. Shot clock at 7. The drive, the collision, and the foul on Davis.
Who took it? Patrick Beverly. Sacrificing his body.
No surprise, right?
No.
As Davis picks up his second personal foul.
I mean, this is, you want to win in this league, you've got to have players like Pat Bev. guys that are willing to sacrifice their bodies. I mean, he is out there to be disruptive at the defensive end.
Kawhi Leonard has come back in to join Harrell. The inbound will come from Beverly. Davis is going to take a seat. Jared Dudley, part of the 9 new faces on this LA roster, comes in for the first time.
2 fouls on Anthony Davis, sending him to the bench.
Dudley last season with Brooklyn, and effective with the Nets.
And locker room presence for that young team.
Indeed he was. Leadership he gives now this Laker team. Kawhi Leonard chiseling.
What a touch. Take your time.
His first field goal. Cook. Nice step back. Beverly bit that one and picked up by Kawhi, who is healthy. He is not on a minutes restriction. Behind the back and works it in, and here's Harrell.
Big D there by KCP on Kawhi.
Williams, Harrell. Leonard looks. Shot clock at 8. Finds an open JaMychal Green.
2 threes off the bench for JaMychal Green. 6 points.
Final seconds of the first.
16 of the 22 coming from the Clippers bench.
Clippers have never led. Lakers up at one time by 11. Now 3. Down to 3. Cook into Beverly. Lost the ball. That takes us to the second. Davis had 9. LeBron had 6. The NBA on TNT tonight. Brought to you by the Telluride from Kia, the official automotive partner of the NBA. And by AT&T, the game we live for, the codes we live by. AT&T.
My goal is to bring a championship here.
It's an opportunity for us to make history.
Staples Center is the biggest winner of the summer.
Go, let's go hard. Happens at home with 2 hands. Let's go hard.
There's nothing like opening night.
LA.
Back at the capacity-filled Staples Center downtown Los Angeles moments ago, our Allie LaForce caught up with new Lakers head coach Frank Vogel.
Coach, all the build-up, the hype leading up to this game is finally over. What was it like to finally tip this thing off and feel the real intensity of this game?
Well, there's great energy in this building. Both teams are competing at a high level, got a lot of firepower. We got off to a good start. Started putting them to the free throw line too much, and then they got back in the game.
You talk a lot about being intelligent defensively, obviously going to the free throw line, not intelligent defensively. But what about Kawhi? You locked him down in that first quarter. What was the strategy?
We did a good job competing on him, but he got loose a couple times. We're going to just continue to bring pressure and be early to help with him.
Thank you, Coach.
Frank Vogel was out of work last year, but traveled around the country. Saw a lot of camps and coaches and programs coast to coast. Here's Beverly with the shot to begin the second quarter, picked up by JaMychal Green. It's back out to Williams on the side. Kawhi. Williams will drive. Dudley was reaching and picks up the Laker foul.
Clippers a +6 with Lou Williams and Montrezl Harrell on the floor here. And the energy picked up when the 2 super subs came off Doc Rivers' bench, especially offensively.
Trying to work it inside, a lot of congestion for Kawhi. Beverly saves it. Shot clock down to 5. Leonard.
Seems like he is always on balance, especially on those side.
Well, you can appreciate that, can't you?
Yes, because that's footwork. That's fundamentals.
It's a long shot by Caldwell Pope. Won't go. They need his outside shot to drop. It didn't much last year. They need it more this year. Williams slicing, feeding. Leonard triple. And Kawhi.
Well, what did Allie say about they were bottling up Kawhi Leonard for Frank Vogel?
That's the first lead for the Clippers tonight. You trailed by 11. So we've had a 13-point turnaround early. LeBron with the 3.
Miscommunication defensively for the Clippers.
That ends a 10-0 run.
Travel.
Sure did.
Years past they wouldn't call that, but again, point of emphasis. Watch the feet.
Teron Lue there at the side of head coach Doc Rivers, the 2-time NBA Coach of the Year. He's got some kind of team right now after overachieving a season ago, getting the team in the playoffs, winning 48 games. One of the first teams to make it that high with wins with no All-Stars. And here is Dudley with a three. Jared Dudley.
Think about this roster. They've added more punch from that three-point line in these 9 new players for the Lakers.
Lakers 4 threes already. LeBron's got the ball. In the middle it goes for Daniels. Puts on the brakes and pops a triple. In there, LeBron hits the deck, tried to punch. Green was there. Foul called on the Clippers. Green picks up his third. He came in that midseason trade with Memphis last year. Got 24 games in for Doc and the Clippers at the end of last season. Mo Harkless now out on the floor. Had a conversation with Green. Harkless coming over and playing from the Portland Trailblazers.
And Kevin, today's games with so much switching. Why I love Kawhi. Always taking the challenge defensively. Guarding the best perimeter player.
Harkless. Here comes Mo Harkless. With the defense and the flush the other way.
Right off the bench. Gets his hand on deflections, able to finish at the other end.
He was traded to the LA Clippers. Harkless was as part of a 4-team deal. LeBron, screen, slithers. And it's reeled in inside by Harkless, and here comes Kawhi Leonard. Leonard so far 3 of 5, 9 points. Got the screen, works in on Caldwell Pope.
This dude, man. You can tell he was drilled at a very young age on fundamentals and balance. 11 points, 7 this quarter for Kawhi Leonard.
Yeah, he was drilled by something called the San Antonio Spurs. He's got 11.
No, he had
spinning James inside.
He had it there too.
With a shove in after the play.
Are they calling a shove on Kawhi?
They were, yes, they did. Leonard's got 2 already with 3 minutes gone here in the second quarter.
Yeah, he was holding on for dear life right there, and then look at the shove right here.
So Howard will be at the free throw line. Like we said, just the 9 games a season ago playing with Washington. He's bounced all over the league. And Red just talked about this. He was last a Laker back in the 2012-13 season. And so this is second stint.
Yeah, and it's been with 4 teams since then, right?
Yes.
So he's well-traveled, and I think he's found himself. He's humbled himself, and now it's all about winning. And he's looking at his legacy. You mentioned the 8 All-Stars and the 3-time Defensive Player of the Year, but not a lot to show for it in the postseason.
Nice ball rotation. Harkless with another 3.
Boy, Harkless has been huge since coming in for JaMychal Green.
And that's the one thing they were hoping that he would be able to add. Look at James right through like a runaway train, man. He was slicing his way.
Right around
the
Kawhi.
2. Yep, James now with 13. That is a game high. Leonard off that baseline. Kawhi's got 13.
And you're telling me the Spurs taught him that? No. I mean, he learned that in Moreno Valley. This goes back to high school. The balance.
Well, he's back home in Southern California. Lakers made a bid for him. Here goes Beverly trying to work on the bigger James. Kicks it out to Dudley. They swing it over to Daniels. The fake and back inside. James to the driving Daniels. Beautiful pass and a great finish.
Look at the atmosphere in here. I mean, this might be a half or 2/3 Lakers fans, and this is the Clipper home game. The give and go touch pass by LeBron James here. Daniels does the right thing. Little high teardrop, the contact. What a beautiful move. The Battle of LA has begun.
James has 13. Leonard has 13 on TNT. Los Angeles aerial coverage provided by Goodyear, celebrating the drive that moves you forward. Goodyear, more driven. If you don't love blimps, you are no friend of mine.
Who doesn't love blimps, Kev? Everyone loves blimps.
3-point game. Clippers have led by 2. Lakers have led by 11. Lakers are shooting 56% from the floor. Clippers 48. Kawhi, shot clock at 3. Caldwell poke defends. What a shot!
Come on, man.
That's beautiful.
That's special. That's what it is.
Lakers are plus 8 points in the paint. Clippers are plus 7 in rebounding. Harkless on James. Daniels free to fire. Oh! Rebound inside by Kawhi. Leonard has 11 of the 16 in the quarter. Look at the great move! And a sledgehammer by Harkless.
I love this smaller unit on the floor here for Doc Rivers. Can switch everything. They're active. They can move their feet.
Harkless with 7. Dudley, Daniels, Howard. Screen, switch, shot clock at 4, and the whistle.
And Harkless did not have to do that versus Dwight Howard. How about the cut and the finish there by Mo Harkless? LeBron goes for the steal, doesn't come up with it, and look at the Clipper bench here.
Harkless just picked up his first personal foul. Here comes Anthony Davis back in the game.
23 of the 40 points here by this Clippers bench, which you mentioned earlier, no surprise.
Yeah.
They were one of the best bench a season ago.
Number 1.
Yeah.
So Davis is in. Green is back in. Avery Bradley's got the ball on top. He meets Beverly. Screened by the Howard move up on top. Opened up the shot. There's a loose ball foul. That will be called inside on Dwight Howard.
I think that's number 3 on Dwight.
It is indeed off the bench and tagged with 3. Hale and Hardy now playing for a second time with the Lakers. Let's watch it again. Shamet was in there reaching. And then down.
And again, who's in there? Who's you sacrificing their body to take off a center off the glass?
21 is.
Mr. Patrick Beverly. Uh-oh, back cut.
Here comes Howard. He did it with the left hand. Leonard puts it in. Kawhi Leonard with that beautiful jam.
After that slow start in that first quarter by Kawhi.
Knocked away. Harkless picks it up. Clippers this quarter, 9 of 10. Shamet the 3. Now the Clippers have gone 10 of 11. Kawhi has hit his last 7. A left-handed jam by Leonard here.
Here we go. Here we go. Yeah. Here we go. I see you in that corner on that roll, baby. I see you there. Yeah. With the left. Hey, hey, hey. Weak, weak. Oh. Come on. Come on. Come on.
That was the audio assist presented by State Farm.
Harrell had the knockaway. Clippers were going the other way. Williams hit the deck. And the foul will go on Avery Bradley, who picks up his second. Kawhi is resting, and why not? 7 of 9, 17 points to lead all. 17 points in 13 minutes on 9 shots.
You mentioned it going to break. 7 buckets in a row.
Harrell on top. Clippers have hit 10 in a row. Screen by Harrell, Lou Williams. The Clippers began the game 4 of 16. They have gone 14 of their last 16.
And we're starting to see the length defensively.
Bradley with a 3.
And this is why Frank Vogel and a lot of Lakers fans were excited coming into training camp. Avery Bradley finding that two-way touch.
Look at that drive inside by Beverly.
And look at the length on the floor for the Lakers. You had McGee and Anthony Davis ball watching. These two guys got to go after every shot.
That's a shot up and down, and he has now found the stroke here.
5 quick points for Bradley.
Beverly with a 3. Rebound inside by Bradley. Played with this Clipper team in the 17-18 season. 4.5 to play in the half. With the drive here, a spin by Davis.
Boy, Patrick Beverly is
what a nice
everywhere.
defensive play. What a beautiful defensive play.
Everywhere.
Jump ball.
Patrick Beverly, he thought that was a traveling foul on Anthony Davis. Look at the spin move, and guess who's there? I'm not sure that's a jump ball. Right? He didn't have it long enough for it to be a jump ball. Nonetheless, AD and Pat Bev jumping it up.
Two-time all-defense in Beverly. Davis has been a three-time all-defensive selection in the NBA.
He's going for it. He's trying to win this tip, Kevin.
Or chest bump.
One of the two. Look at this. And getting the Clippers faithful on their feet.
Cook and Bradley in the backcourt. McGee trying to run to the rim. It's Bradley again. Has the hot hand. Picked up inside by that wonderful move by Beverly. Clippers now up to 56% shooting. Beverly from three. Green closes. Beverly drives. Knocked away inside. Great rejection, and here comes Green. Cook, no. And Harrell. Clippers and Lakers have shared this season since 1984 in this city. That's a foul called on Beverly, and they share this season as Reggie and the thoughts of many experts, favorites to make it deep into the playoffs.
It's a long season, and here's another move by Sweet Lou, feeling the contact.
Bradley picks up his third.
And back on the floor, Kawhi Leonard.
And James. So McGee and Bradley will leave. Caldwell Pope is in. LeBron, Green, Cook, and Anthony Davis.
And Anthony Davis shifts to that center position with LeBron James playing the power forward.
Landry Shamet.
Great contest there by KCP.
LeBron has gone 5 of 8, moves inside, knocked away Harrell. Picked up, and Leonard is off to the races, into the defense. Green is there, his teammate in Toronto. Nice lunge there by Caldwell Pope, shot clock at 17. Each team again without the important players tonight that they want to get back. Paul George certainly for, there's Leonard with a 3. Paul George with the Clippers, and Kyle Kuzma with the Los Angeles Lakers. Both about a month away, maybe a bit longer. Davis and Harkless. Harkless reaching in. Looks like he's picked up another foul for the Clippers.
Well, I'm encouraged if Frank Vogel. If Anthony Davis is going to do this on a night-in, night-out basis, already going to the free throw line for free throws number 8 and 9 here in the first half.
Harkless picks up his second personal foul. Here comes Anthony Davis at the free throw line. Well, tonight from Los Angeles, the NBA on TNT is brought to you by Burger King. Get 4 cheesy tots for just $1. Ooh. For a limited time only at Burger King, and by the Telluride from Kia, the official automotive partner of the NBA.
You always get me so hungry when you read those.
Especially when I say cheesy tots.
Man.
Those are the first points in this quarter by Davis. Grinding inside, triple teamed. With not a lot of breathing space for Kawhi.
Kevin, how many yellow jerseys were around Leonard on that drive?
Green's the most prominent. He picks up the foul, number 1. Leonard at the line in the regular season, Reg. We were talking about this. He averaged 26 points a game. He was 6th in regular season scoring. In the playoffs, he upped everything. He shot better. He averaged 30 points a game in the playoffs, 9 rebounds. 2 better than the regular season, and a couple more assists in the playoffs. in the championship year for the Raptors.
Well, you mentioned this in 60 games, he only averaged 34 minutes. We talked about the load management, but the payoff was the most minutes in the playoff by any player in last season's playoffs, averaging 39 minutes, and was third in playoff scoring ever in a series, behind Michael Jordan and LeBron.
18 for Kawhi, 14 in the second. Davis over Harrell.
So good. Can face you up, play with his back to the basket.
LeBron with 13, Davis with 13, and on the fly, that will go through. And he's got 10 now for the game. 3 of 4 in 16 minutes off the bench. 18 for Leonard. And LeBron the other way. The game not disappointing. Leaping catch by Davis. Got it, count it, foul!
Play through him. Use these young legs. Use this size. Use this skill set. You ride this young man this whole season. Allow King James to rest and be the facilitator. LeBron now with 4 assists to go along with 13 points, finding the new duo. 15 points for AD.
Harkless picks up his 3rd personal foul. Here is Davis again at the free throw line. Has the last 7 Laker points, Allie.
Kevin and Reggie, we got a chance to ask Anthony Davis just yesterday, is this a finals or fail season in his mind? And his answer was very interesting because you could tell he was trying to downplay the early hype of this team and the season and the Lakers and Clippers potential rivalry. But he said he's trying to take it day by day and be realistic. And he said if we don't win in the finals, it would be very disappointing and he would be very hurt if they didn't win in the finals.
Well, it's interesting because people always ask me whose town is it between the Lakers and the Clippers as LeBron James takes a long 3. It will always be a Lakers town because of the championship. What a pass to Montrezl.
And LeBron got up there. Thought he had all ball. They call him right there.
I got to see this again.
Boy, Harrell was flying down the lane.
And so was LeBron James going up. Was there contact? That looks pretty good to me. Let me see this again. Did he get him on the wrist? Yes. Good call there by the official, Kane Fitzgerald. That's a good call. Good call in real time. See, we have the luxury of looking at that 2 or 3 times. Think about these officials in real time making a call like that.
First on James, Harrell at the line. Stay tuned for halftime with Ernie, Kenny, Charles, and Shaq. And if you missed it earlier tonight, they welcomed in the newest member of our Turner Broadcasting family, Warner Media Broadcasting family, Mr. Wade.
How cool.
Dwayne Wade.
Think about our roster.
Think what they've all accomplished, huh?
My goodness. Me? Did you get the flash on board? Loving it.
Harrell at the line, came in a trade with Houston, played at Louisville. He was a freshman there with Rapatino. They were in the national championship. Leonard taking a breather, 20 points in 15 minutes. Inside, more rejection, more defense. Harrell flying Shamet the other way. Landry Shamet.
How about the use of the left hand by Shamet? Green was all over it.
Davis and Harrell.
Got to make a quick move.
He does. With a rebound inside by Beverly. Beverly's rebounding tonight, 7 with 2 points. Williams splits, feeds, inside, Harrell up, and off in a foul.
I'm loving this. The intensity for a season opener, game 1. No love lost here between the Clippers and the Lakers. And they are both not disappointing here tonight in Staples.
James just picked up his 2nd. Harrell will be at the free throw line. Part of a team that had the 8th consecutive winning season for the Los Angeles Clippers. Carving an incredible role on this team. The fans have spoken. AEW Dynamite is wrestling's new champion. Watch as all elite wrestlers fly into the tag team semifinals and Pack seeks his revenge on the Maniac, John Moxley. I was wondering when that was going to happen. All Elite Wrestling Dynamite. Wednesday, 8 Eastern, only on TNT.
You know you're a big wrestling fan, Kev.
James, 5 of 11. As is Davis. Patterson is in. Patterson was defending, and the foul.
Foul on Shamet on the rotation over on the baseline.
Shamet picks up his second. Came in that trade with Philly. And again, Davis at the free throw line.
Well, what a start here by Davis. 16 points, 4 rebounds, but more importantly, 11 and 12 free throw attempts here in the first half. And we're talking about 20-plus free throws here for a game if he can stay aggressive.
Davis has the last 8 points for the Lakers. Zubac has checked in, the former Laker, traded just before the deadline last season.
We haven't seen a lot by Zubac. We thought they were going to use his size going against McGee and AD.
9 straight for the Lakers coming from Davis. The shifty Williams on the move. Got it! A three! Lou Williams!
But not only that, how about the presence of mind to go for the 2-for-1 quick so they get the last possession? That's what veterans do.
Look at the bench points right there. And Davis, of course, at the forefront of that. Beverly leaning into LeBron, picks up the foul. Patrick Beverly, the 8-year veteran, with his third.
Think about the degree of difficulty on this shot. Going left, but shooting back right. Walking bucket.
LeBron, of course, missing the 24 games last season with the left groin strain. But had a different kind of offseason. Kawhi will check back in. Had a different kind of offseason, Reg, because there was no playoff berth. He had early rest, no finals that he had seen in all the years before that.
Think about LeBron, 8 straight years playing towards the mid-June, into June.
Davis sits. Green is in. 15 seconds. Shot clock is about a second ahead. Leonard with Green right there, swiping. Zubac will try to finish.
What an unselfish play there by Kawhi.
Here's LeBron off to Green. Gets it off, and it will hit off the side, and that takes us to halftime. The Clippers have a 40-point second quarter. They trailed by 11 at one time in the first. They lead by 8 going to the half. LA against LA. Lakers against the Clippers. This is the NBA on TNT.
About to take this court. Let's go.
Los Angeles NBA Opening Week 2019 is presented by Auto Trader. With the Clippers on top of the Lakers, Kevin Harlan with the Hall of Famer Reggie Miller. Glad to have you with us tonight. The stars are shining.
Well, it is Hollywood, and you need a good leading man, correct? And they haven't disappointed. Kawhi Leonard, you talk about a new dawn. Look at this. Back cut and the left-hand finish. Anthony Davis using that size down low. The and one takes contact. And what's typical? 17th season, LeBron James spin move, teardrop.
We've started the second half, and here comes Leonard. Followed by Green. Tough shot. Rebound by McGee. Here comes Danny Green the other way. Signed a big 2-year, $30 million contract with the Lakers.
Got the mismatch down low. You want it.
LeBron. Triple team. Here comes McGee.
And they're going to get it was a wet spot. It was a wet spot on the sideline there. But if you're Zubac, you've got to commit to either going hard to double LeBron James or stay with McGee. He got caught in between, and LeBron James is too good. Been around a long time, and McGee, as soon as Zubac was caught in the middle, straight to the rim. You got to come hard. Beautiful.
Well, that's a
move.
lot of communication out on the floor.
Yeah.
And you need your bigs to be communicative.
And that's the problem Doc Rivers kind of told us. The luxury he had on that championship team in Boston, KG was that communicative force, that big guy, the last line of defense, barking out orders. Well, on this team, that's Patrick Beverley. He's the head of the snake doing all the barking. He doesn't know what's going on behind him.
Seamless switching on top by the Lakers. There's a defensive 3-second violation. Leonard at the line. Look at Frank Vogel, who was a coach with the Indiana Pacers for 6 seasons, Orlando for 2. Took his team in Indiana to a couple of Eastern Conference Finals back in 2013 and 14. Leonard.
Who did they run into? LeBron James and our new co-worker, Dwayne Wade.
Yep.
Chris Bosh, Eric Spoelstra in that team.
Well, if you can't beat them, join them. Patterson started tonight. Paul George out, they say, for probably another month over Green. This is Kawhi.
People aren't really appreciating what they're seeing because he really doesn't show a lot of personality. Kawhi Leonard, but the fundamentals.
Look at that pass inside for James from Davis. I'm sorry. Fundamentals.
The fundamentals are just they're special, and you know, Lakers fans should appreciate that because they had an all-time great in terms of Kobe Bryant, who was one of the most gifted, fundamentally sound players.
Kentucky against Kentucky. Davis over Patterson. Rebound, nice leaping one inside by Shamet. It goes to Beverly the other way. Shamet. Zubats rolling around, and Zubats will watch it drain. Green getting a couple screens, the switch, and now he's got Patterson on him. LeBron and Davis is in there, and the shot clock is down to 6. Avery Bradley. And picked up inside by Beverly. Patterson, open triple.
And that's what he can do, being a stretch 4.
An 8-0 run by the Los Angeles Clippers. They've built up their biggest lead tonight without Paul George.
For Doc Rivers and the Boston Celtics, well, here's his mini-me, Patrick Beverly, the guy that's barking orders and getting guys in line here for the LA Clippers.
8-0 run by the Clippers. Here comes LeBron, the stutter step on Leonard in the corner for Green. Great hesitation, and that's the result.
How many years have we seen that in San Antonio and last year on that championship run for the Raptors?
Avery Bradley is on Leonard. Zubats has it, and he's picked up by McGee. Shot clock is down to 6. Leonard and Bradley. And McGee. LeBron James is 5 of 11. 14 points, 6 assists. Oh, that was an elbow right there in the face of Beverly. There's that little chicken wing. And they find Davis, and Patterson awaits with Zubats. Three minutes gone here in the third quarter. Zubats picks up his second. Watch it here as they were going down with Beverly at the very top of the defense for the Clippers.
Yeah, look at this right chicken wing here by LeBron. Oh, I love me some Pat Bev. Love it.
Here's Anthony Davis, who grew up in Chicago and played at Kentucky for a year, won a championship. Taking a look at the upcoming games in opening week. This Thursday, we will be in San Francisco for the Clippers and the Warriors at 10:30 Eastern. Before that, a terrific game, the Bucks at Houston with the voice of the NBA, Marv Albert. 8 o'clock Eastern there. Game 1 includes the last 3 MVPs. That'll be a beauty. That's Thursday night, right here on TNT. Leonard holds that ball, makes a move, dances to the line. LeBron comes out on Beverly. Zubac tries to find room over McGee and does. Zubac!
Now he went right into the chest of McGee to create space.
He's got 8, 6 have come in the third. Pace has slowed down as this game has gone on. James will put up a floater. Nice rebound inside by Kawhi Leonard. He's got 4. Look at him race and drive and hammer it home. Wipe it away. Foul on Kawhi. Will not count.
What a move, but you're wondering how he created so much space. And to Doc's amazement, I don't know about that. I don't know about that one. That looked like a pretty good move there by Leonard.
Again, it's Beverly on James. Patterson thought was out of bounds. Shot clock down to 8. Green 3. Good foul. Count it. Send him to the stripe. A pretty 3 by Green.
And lack of communication between Pat Beverly and Kawhi Leonard. This was supposed to be a switch, but no one communicated to Beverly. So he was closing out to Danny Green, blindsided. Hit the body in the hip. Potential 4-point play here for Green.
And Beverly's got 4 fouls.
So now your voice, your sounding voice to the bench here, but you're coming in with Lou Williams, who had 13 points in that first half.
Green's now got 10 points. 7 have come in this quarter. Shamet is in with Kawhi and Zubac. Lou Williams taking the place of Beverly. Inside doubled. It was a walk on Kawhi Leonard trying to get through a maze of gold inside.
A foul. That was a good play there by Kawhi. I don't see where they got offensive foul on that.
2 straight turnovers by Leonard. Get LeBron now getting the defensive Zubac. 7.5 in the third.
Now he wants all the shooters in the corner so he can take the big man off the dribble here.
There he goes. The dance, the drive with the left hand. Tap in by McGee. No. Davis tried to slam. Shamet is off to the races. Inside Kawhi. Shamet will finish. No. Picked up by Davis. Here comes James. By Williams and the sledgehammer.
And how about the look there by LeBron James afterwards? Not able to convert at one end. They found King. 10-2 run here by the Lakers.
And no one. Up to date? Hey Siri, show me basketball scores.
Leonard's got 23. Here comes Lou Williams off the bench. The bucket floater and bucket for 2. Lou Williams off the bench. 19 minutes and 15 points.
A way to stop the bleeding there by Sweet Lou on that teardrop.
15 points on 7 shots by Williams. This quarter we've seen a Clipper 8-0 run and a Laker 10-2 run. Halfway through the third. Back and forth, LeBron and looking to feed, and it ricochets off of somebody's knee, the Clippers.
And Kev, for this to be game 1, and you know, most experts are talking about the Lakers and Clippers being the 2 best teams, or one of the 2 best teams in the Western Conference. And, you know, I grew up in Riverside, California. Jamal Wilkes was my favorite player. I was raised at UCLA by Magic Johnson and Byron Scott, Michael Cooper. And everywhere we go now, you hear, whose town is this? Is it Lakers? Is it Clippers? It will always, in my opinion, be a Lakers town as 24-second clock expiration. It will, because of the championships by the Lakers. But I say this,
But surely this Clipper team has now changed its dynamics in so many ways.
What people are talking about because of the ownership of Mr. Ballmer and what Doc Rivers has done, bringing that championship experience from Boston, it has changed a little bit. But the Clippers need to do it in the playoffs. And Sweet Lou, 4 quick points off the bench. He can score, walking bucket.
He is
but until the Clippers do it in the playoffs, and if they win a championship, in my opinion, they're going to win it as AD just took his sights off the ball there. Another Lakers turnover. The Clippers have to go through the Lakers and Anthony Davis and LeBron James in winning that championship.
10-point game. Clippers have led by 14. Lakers led early by 11. Williams to Shamet. Lou 6 of 7. He's hit his last 6. Missing right there. Picked up by Patterson. He tried to climb the ladder.
Well,
and that goes on Danny Green.
And Kevin, nice answer out of that timeout by Doc Rivers offensively. You put the ball in your best player on the floor's hands in Lou Williams while Kawhi Leonard on the bench here resting for the Clippers. And this is the difference of having a championship level coach. What the Clippers were before and after Doc. And his calming influence, and especially, let's think about this, you know, throughout the whole Sterling thing too. It was Doc Rivers' leadership throughout that turmoil that kind of guided this Clipper team.
Doc and Adam Silver.
Yes.
Harkless is in, watches James. Shamet's leaping defense knocks it away and out of bounds, and the shot clock at 11. Well, kind of a quiet third quarter so far for Anthony Davis. Just 1 point, 0 of 2. He was such a dominant first-half presence for the Lakers.
Well, and the Clippers have done a good job of keeping him off the free throw line. Only 2 free throw attempts. At 12 in that first half.
McGee a screen switch. James no. Patterson is there, starting tonight. Andrew Shamet who played. Greg Marshall at Wichita State. Patterson with a 3. Rebound Green. Davis getting a lot of attention down low. That's a turnover picked up by Williams. Here comes Shamet around James. LeBron knocked it away. Retrieved by Harkless. Into Harrell. The drive into James. That's an offensive foul.
And that's a double whammy by LeBron James. Not only do you get the block on Shamet, but you come up with the offensive foul as well.
What an amazing block.
And don't feel bad, Shamet. I've been in this same situation. When you think it's wide open and the door shuts. And there's LeBron James.
Harrell has 3. James reminiscent of that finals play against Golden State.
There's Andre Iguodala on that big block down the stretch.
Davis finally gets one to drop right there here in the third quarter. First field goal of the third.
You're going to have to send help. And Kenny talked about this at halftime, along with Charles. When he catches the ball that low, he puts the defense at a disadvantage.
Howard is in for McGee into Harrell. Howard was turned around, and Harrell took advantage of it. Williams got the assist. Look at the bench scoring. 7 for Harrell. Patterson picks up a foul with his second tagged on him and 4:19 to play here in the third quarter. There's some big numbers there for the Clippers.
But that's not surprising.
Nope. All makes sense, right?
But the rebounds to be +9 versus the size of the Lakers, it is a little surprising.
Caldwell Pope is in. Davis against Patterson. Harrell may help. Missed it all. Green is there to vacuum it in and put it through for the Lakers.
What a third quarter by Danny Green, right?
9 in the third, Reg, and 12 for the game. In his Laker debut, Williams finds Harrell again. Boy, they work well together. Shamet 3. Landry Shamet led all rookies a season ago in three-point shooting percentage. He is on the mark tonight with a couple of triples.
Well, we saw a little bit of this from Shamet in his time with the Sixers.
Just outside by the Lakers.
Nice job there by Howard to keep that possession alive for the Lakers.
This is a new offense that the Lakers are using that Frank Vogel has put in as they bring in Quinn Cook, who takes the place of LeBron, as Frank Vogel told us they would do.
Well, what I like about that is this is going to give LeBron 3:33 rest here in this third and probably be able to play the whole fourth.
Caldwell Pope. Oh, there's Davis, who comes parachuting out of the rafters. And he hammers it home, and it's a 10-point game. And 21-23 for Davis. Harkless with a three. Rebound chase down the hustle of Caldwell Pope is there. And out to Quinn Cook. Wide open Green triple.
Well, he's won 2 rings, and he's done just this throughout his whole career. Danny Green, one of the best short corner shot makers in this game.
He was number 2 in three-point shooting. Green was a season ago at 45%. Patterson will drive into Davis, who hits the deck and draws the foul.
What a bold call here by Kane Fitzgerald. Let's see if Anthony Davis was still moving. That's close. That's a bang-bang play.
Patterson has held his own tonight with the rebounding and the 16 minutes he has put in. Here comes Shamet thinking three, pulls the trigger. With the rebound by AD. He's got 8 rebounds and 23 points. Kawhi's got 23 for the Clippers, and here comes Cook. Mismatch on Patterson. And now they got Harkless working on Davis, and that's a drive, and that's a foul. Little hand check on that baseline by Harkless. Harkless picks up number 4.
Davis probably wish he would have been going up with that shot instead of passing off. I thought as soon as he heard the whistle, should have tried to attempt to get that ball on the rim.
Lakers are shooting 45%. Clippers are shooting 55%. Each team has made 8 threes tonight. Green, he's gone 4 of 4 this quarter. 5 of 5!
Oh my goodness. Danny Green putting on a shooting clinic here in this third.
15 in this quarter. 18 for the game. Williams and Shamet under 2 to play in the third.
Got a mismatch here.
Howard, yep, that's right, Red. You saw it, you called it, and they called it on Howard.
And Lou Williams did the smart thing. Just run and grab Dwight Howard's arms, trying to act like you're getting open. Look at this, he recognized that. Give me the ball.
Howard with 4.
But these are disposable fouls for Dwight Howard.
Here comes JaMychal Green back in the game, taking the place of Shannon. Kawhi has checked back in the contest for Patterson. Green, 15 points for the Lakers. Here's a Leonard 3. Rebound, Howard taps it off to Caldwell Pope, and Contavious will take it the other way, the Georgia Bulldog. Harrell and Davis. Silky smooth shot by Davis.
And I liked how he looked off the defense and went baseline.
2-point game. 10-0 run. All Davis and Green.
And this is while LeBron James is on the bench.
Green 3, no. Rebound Howard and picked up by Cook. And approaching the minute to play in the third. Down by 14, the Lakers to within 2. The crossover, the drive by Cook. Oh, the slam! Howard, untouched, uncovered, and a jackhammer. Williams the other way. No! Game is tied. Here we go.
Find Danny Green.
Green, 3 for the lead. Card! run. Williams to Harrell in the corner. It's down. Big time shot. Jermichael Green.
Kevin, look at the lower bowl here. Everyone standing. This is outstanding. This is game one. This is the season opener. The Battle of LA is real, people.
Cook. Shot clock at 3. Davis looks at the other end. Spies the clock. Takes the shot. Green is there. And that is the end of the third. The NBA Tonight on TNT is brought to you by Taco Bell. And by AT&T, the game we live for, the codes we live by. AT&T.
Let's go! I'm about to launch from the shadows like a lion on the grind coming at you. I'm a man.
Kawhi with 23, LeBron with 16, Davis with 25, and moments ago, Allie LaForce caught up with Doc Rivers.
Coach, this game was a huge first test of the season, a lot of build-up to this game. What do you think about the edge and the physicality your team brought to the table?
I love the physicality. I don't like the fouls, you know. That last 3 minutes hurt us because we got LeBron off the floor and they make a run. That can't happen.
Yeah, what needs to happen in the fourth to close this out?
Just got to get our pace back. I thought we let up defensively. I thought we stopped pressuring the ball. You know, Pat getting in foul trouble hurts us a little bit.
Thank you, Coach.
It's LeBron with the ball starting the fourth quarter. Threads a pass inside to Howard, knocked away. There's some of the defense Doc was looking for with the Clippers, and it's Leonard chased by James, hounded by Jared Dudley. Harkless. Harrell, and here is Lou Williams, his partner in crime. Those two work so well together.
Lou Williams is so good going to his left and pulling up, shooting back right.
3, LeBron. Oh, look at the hustle by James. Cook has an open 3. Rebound Howard. Knocked away by Harkless. Outside it goes. Shot clock at 9. Jared Dudley, LeBron, and Cook a 3. No.
Clippers dodged a bullet on that defensive pressure right there.
Look at Leonard try to concoct something inside that lane. Well, Cook isn't helping him. 1 of 6. He's missed some wide open looks. Caldwell Pope just picked up his second. At the free throw line is Kawhi Leonard. Finals MVP twice. 5-time All-Defense. 2-time NBA Defensive Player of the Year. 3-time All-Star. NBA opening week action continues Saturday on NBA TV with primetime doubleheader action. The Heat against the Bucks. The Celtics against the Knicks. Then the Clippers take on the Suns. Pre-game coverage presented by AutoTrader. Begins at 4:30 p.m. Eastern Time on NBA TV.
But we saw this last year, especially in the playoffs for the Raptors and Kawhi Leonard come fourth quarter, is when he started to dominate and take over games offensively.
LeBron.
Oh, what a pass.
Howard could not convert. It was knocked out of his cocked hand. Here comes Williams. Leonard's got 25. Davis has 25. This is a 3, and it's way off the mark.
That was Kawhi Leonard with the block shot on Dwight Howard.
It's James on top and away from the ball. There's a foul.
Look at the backside block here by Leonard. A little bit of wrist there as Palmer can't believe his eyes.
Harkless just picked up his 5th personal foul for the Clippers. First of 4 meetings this season. Lakers are 0 of 5 to start this fourth quarter. A lot of Laker fans here tonight. A lot of Laker noise. Interesting notes there.
The Clippers, there's one way to shut them up.
James. Howard.
Oh, great hustle, though. Didn't come up with the rebound, but nice hustle there by Howard.
Leonard and Caldwell Pope. Kawhi 9 of 15. That's an open three, and it was drained by Maurice Harkless.
But how about the pass for the 5th assist by Kawhi Leonard?
Big time shot. NBA opening week 2019 is presented by Auto Trader. A 10-0 run by the Clippers. Aerial coverage tonight here in downtown Los Angeles, provided by Goodyear, celebrating the drive that moves you forward. Goodyear, more driven. We've got all kinds of production trucks there. There's the blimp. I love blimps. I mean, I just love them. And he's hovering overhead. Ernie and the gang will have the post-game show live outside of the Staples Center immediately after this game tonight. The Lakers are scoreless in this quarter. 7-0 Clippers to start things in the first 2.5 minutes. James trying to create. Caldwell Pope 3 at the buzzer and picked up inside by the defense of JaMychal Green.
And LeBron James only 1 of 6 from the field this half.
Williams, the crossover, what a fake! Howard, the rebound. Rebounding basically the same. The biggest difference in all the stats, plus 15 points, Clippers and fast break maneuvers. James maneuvers down the lane. Only 4 points this half for LeBron.
It doesn't take much to get him going. And his counterpart is at the scorer's table getting ready to check in Anthony Davis.
James with 18, Davis with 25, that's a 3, no good. Leonard's got 25. Williams off the bench, 19 for the Clippers. James finds Howard. Hounded by Harrell. Dudley, aim, shoots, score! In Los Angeles, let's take a look at making it look easy, presented by Auto Trader.
And LeBron James throughout his career has always made it look easy with the behind the back, but how about Jared Dudley? Of the 9 new incoming players, they've all made 543s last season. 3 right there by Dudley.
It's Williams on the move over Dudley, rebound by Davis. The Lakers in the second half have gone 6 of 13 from 3.
Oh, man. Good steal there by Sweet Lou.
Harrell. The Clippers starters tonight have scored 47. Their bench has scored 47. James missed it. Davis missed it. Picked up by Harrell. It's out to Beverly. And he'll slow things up at 7.5 to play in this game number 1. Harrell got it from Williams. And over to Green and picked up by LeBron. James has got 8 rebounds, 18 points, and 6 assists. With a spin move, lost it. It's off of the Lakers and LeBron James.
And you see LeBron James in the building of the wall defensively by the Clippers. As soon as he turns his back, he's running into another defender.
Green is outed by Dudley. Now they got Williams, a screen, a switch. Shot clock at 8, 3 by Green, book it. Whew. Timeout Lakers. The lead is back to 7. Another triple for the Clippers.
Jump in the whip.
I got you, baby. Hey. You good? I got you, I got you, I got you. Hey, I'm with you. If anybody with you, I'm with you. Come on.
So much of the persona of this Clipper team is tied up in players like Harrell, that attitude, that toughness, that grit. That's what they hung their hat on a year ago when they won the 48 games and made the playoffs.
Pat Beverly, Lou Williams, and now you add Kawhi Leonard to that, and Paul George, who we haven't seen tonight. Defensively, this may be one of the best we've seen.
Green with the miss as he was taking it down the lane. With LeBron James taking a breather on the bench. He's got 18. LeBron in this half, 2 of 8. AD and LeBron this half combined, only 5 of 17.
Let's credit Doc Rivers and this Clippers defense.
Davis. Another miss. Another Beverly rebound. That Beverly is feisty when it comes to the glass. He's got 2 points, 8 rebounds. Remember, he had that playoff game against Golden State last year with 14 rebounds at one time.
And 5 assists as well. A lot of pesky defense.
Williams got the screen, works on Davis, finds Harrell inside, and Green knocked it away. And then Harrell digs it out and puts it in.
And there's that 1-2 combination off the bench again for the Clippers.
Harrell's got 11. Williams has 19. They averaged about 37 a game a year ago, which was best with the tandem off the bench in the NBA. One of the best in years in the NBA. 7-0 run right now by the Clippers, all by their bench. Here's a floater on the fly with a whistle and a 3-second.
Little dump down pass, gets it swiped away by Green, but stays with it and is able to convert.
So the offensive 3-second. We've seen a couple of defensive threes tonight. That was an offensive 3, and it jammed it in. And puts it in the hands of Beverly, who's hounded by Cook. Under 6 to go. Williams will snake his way inside. Lakers come the other way. 5 consecutive empty trips. Cook is 1 of 6. Screen up high, set by Davis. He's open. That mid-ranger will drop this time.
And to stop the bleeding there by Cook. A little step back, mid-range shot.
Dudley is defending him. Just plowed right over him. Count it. That's a 2. And Harrell gets it to go. And 13 off the bench for him.
But how about the flex afterwards? Looking at the guns as LeBron James racing to the scores table. Couple dribbles here as Dudley is going down. Oh, man. Yeah, baby.
If you've got the guns, you've got to show them. Lou Williams on the bench with 21 points on 13 shots. So let's set the lineup now. LeBron is back in, joined by Bradley. Green is on the floor. Cook will take his seat. Caldwell Pope on the floor with Davis. Harrell will be at the line. Kawhi is straddling the lane with Shamet, with Beverly, and with Jermichael Green at the other end. That sets the table. 5-11 in this one.
See if they're going to try to go through AD again. How about the rotation over by you-know-who?
That was something. What a great read. What a great read by Beverly.
And look at this, getting into the chest of Anthony Davis.
It's been those kind of plays by Beverly in the defense of the Clippers, which have held the Lakers to a 3 of 14 fourth quarter so far. LeBron and Kawhi. Kawhi's got it. LeBron fights. Leonard, the fake, the feed, and the fumble.
And another terrific defensive stop by LeBron.
The turnover story in this fourth quarter. Clippers' first turnover in this quarter. Green, Davis. Jermichael Green is watching Davis in the corner, wide open, Bradley 3. And Harrell grabs the rebound.
Steal by Danny.
Oh, and picked up by Danny Green as Montrezl Harrell lost a shoe and lost the ball. Timeout, Doc Rivers. 9-point game, 4.5 to go. The season opening night in the NBA on TNT. And the NBA on TNT is brought to you by State Farm. Talk to an agent today. And by Auto Trader, the only one with Kelly Blue Book. Finally, it's easy. Nothing has been easy tonight in this opening game.
Well, we've gotten exactly what was billed. Other than Paul George, the stars, they've had their moments in this game.
Well, the Lakers in the last 3:15 of the third quarter scored 15 points. They come to within a couple in the first 7.5 of the fourth. They've only scored 9. Caldwell Pope hoisted to his feet. 4:27 to go. Foul goes on Caldwell Pope. He's assessed his third. Frank Vogel was telling us, he said, you know, I had that year off, and it was a time to take a look at where I was.
They're going to take a look to see if the foul occurred before the ball was inbounded.
So they'll take a look at that and talk to Secaucus and view the replay.
You hear the chants right now. Let's go Lakers here in the Clippers home court here. Talked about his maybe 2/3 Lakers fans here. So when did the foul occur on KCP? Yeah, it looked like the ball was in the air. I think this is going to be side out again for the Clippers. So away from the play foul, 1 free throw.
And this is not a coach's challenge.
No, no.
Just to be clear, because if it were a coach's challenge, we would have lights that would look like a disco. You could not miss the lights going off.
Like Studio 54 type lights? Is that what you're saying?
I'm telling you what, man. If those lights go on, blind your eyes.
During the throw, he still has the ball, so it's away from the play. One was the ball back here and side out.
1 free throw for Kawhi, plus retaining possession.
But we were talking with the Laker new coach, Frank Vogel, about what he really picked up in the year he was out. And he said, you know, I had to talk to Brad Stevens about defense. And it was probably as enlightening a conversation that I had with all the coaches and programs and teams I visited. But it really resonated what Brad Stevens was talking about, the Celtics coach, about D.
Along with Brett Brown. He spent a lot of time with
Brett Brown in Philadelphia.
And it's funny, all of it was centered around defense between both of those coaches.
That has been the emphasis for the Lakers. Here's a drive by Leonard into Davis. Knocked away by Anthony Davis. He swats it away. Let's see if this now triggers the Lakers. They're down by 10. LeBron the other way, cold in the second half. Gives it off to Green. He'll try to ply for 2.
What a game by Danny Green. 25 points, 9 of 13 shooter.
Green a season ago averaged 10. In the playoffs, he averaged 7. Danny Green tonight, as Fred just said, 25 points on 13 shots.
And LeBron James picks up the foul there.
Trip.
His third. It all starts at the defensive end. Here's the block shot by AD. May have gotten away with the foul, but this led to the fast break, and Green taking it all the way.
Shamet leaves. Jermichael Green leaves. They bring in Lou Williams. They bring in Beverly, and we bring in Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, I talked to Danny Green. I said, what's it like coming off of a championship? What's your offseason like? He said it's short. He did say the transition was very simple to this new Lakers team, though, because a lot of the terminology was the same. Now, remember, he did play with LeBron James in 2009, 2010 in Cleveland, and against him in the 2013 and 14 finals while he was with the Spurs.
Oh, Green got the bounce. It's a triple, and it's a 7-point game.
He heard us bragging. He gave me some insight on LeBron. He said he's the same guy, but he is more mature. He's a winner now, he said, and a professional. He's learned how to create a winning atmosphere and be a leader. I thought that said a lot.
They got inside. They got a foul on
KCP.
Caldwell Pope. Allie thanks. Caldwell Pope picks up his 4th.
Not a bad foul, sending Harrell to the free throw line. He's only 1 of 5 from the charity stripe.
He's got the 13 points. He's got the 6 rebounds. Harrell also has 4 assists tonight off the Doc Rivers bench. A look at the upcoming national TV schedule tomorrow night over on ESPN. The Celtics in Philadelphia, the Nuggets in Portland. And for more on these games, go to NBA.com or visit the NBA app. Lakers in the second half. Green for the Lakers Reg has put in 25. Davis and LeBron combined with only 11. Danny Green has had the hot hand. Harrell. How did Beverly dig that out? Another rebound for Beverly. He's got 9 of them. Inside Harrell.
And look at Pat Beverly celebrate at the other end. His hustle allowed for that opportunity for the Clippers. He's the voice. He's mini KG. This is exactly what Doc Rivers needs, the head of the snake.
Pat Beverly grew up in suburban Chicago. He led the state in scoring as a senior in high school. Went to Arkansas, yes.
He led the state of Chicago in
state
scoring.
of Illinois.
Oh, okay. About to say.
Grew up in Chicago, state of Illinois top scorer in high school, went to Arkansas. He was the SEC Freshman of the Year, got into some problems grade-wise, went overseas. He had a rough start in the NBA. Nice shot right there by Bradley.
What an answer.
And Leonard the other way, sifting through traffic, up and over and off.
Offensive foul again.
Went over LeBron, climbing over James. Foul called on Leonard. He's got 4.
Good call. Good call. You know what I like right here? A little misdirection. Get the ball in the post to Anthony Davis and a flare screen for Danny Green.
8-point game, big possession here for the Lakers. 2.5 to go. Davis trying to shoot down low. James on top. Shot clock at 8. They throw it away. Another turnover.
That's 5 turnovers for LeBron.
It's hurt him. And that one was really painful. 6 this quarter. 15 for the game. In from the wing. Off to the rack. It's Leonard drawing the foul out of the Laker defense. Caldwell Pope is tagged with his 5th personal foul. This will put Kawhi Leonard at the free throw line.
Tell you what, partner, for a season opener, game 1, where your defense is usually ahead of your offense, this has been spectacularly played by both teams. We've been treated. If all the games are going to be like that, especially between these two teams, it's going to be fun to watch.
House of Highlights Live is back for season 2, delivering a fresh take on the game day fan experience. Catch the action, featuring live performances, giveaways, and more only on Twitter and House of Highlights. You know, I thought that Anthony Davis was working so hard in the first half. In the second half, I wonder if he's a bit winded. He's played 35 minutes. He's not scored a single point this quarter. LeBron only has 2. And there's been a lot of physicality in this game, as they have not worked with him in kid gloves inside. This Clipper defense has been tough as Daniels fans on the 3. But this is what they are. They're a gritty bunch, the Clippers are. And they are tough. And that's what they won with a year ago. Now they add Leonard. Soon they'll add George. Will get the full force of what they are. Down the road, shot clock at 2. Out to Beverly, 3. It's picked up by Leonard with great hustle. Nothing more than hustle by Kawhi Leonard. James comes out on him. It's a long 3. He took it from Riverside, and it's picked up by Williams. Another offensive rebound. Williams will drive, lost it. Beverly with Green and a travel.
Yeah, but they wasted so much time off the clock here. The Clippers did. Looked like Green maybe cramping down there.
We're all cramping. It's been that kind of game. 52-second possession. Ooh, was deflected there by Beverly. James on top. LeBron is 7 of 19. Kicks it out. Bradley launching the triple. Picked up by Williams. Rebounding by the Clippers. So big down the stretch.
And look at the smile here by Beverly running by us. This is big, right? The first showdown, the whole hype all summer between these two teams.
Lou Williams, 21 points, 5 rebounds, 7 assists. He puts up a 3. Rebound by Green. And Kawhi will pick up a foul.
It's number 5 on.
You're right, 5 of them.
The Terminator.
That was a foul to give. Leonard is leaving with 30 points. That's what he averaged last year in the playoffs. 6 rebounds and 5 assists.
What a debut. What a Clipper debut.
Smashing debut.
Got off to
as a Clipper.
Off to a slow start in that first quarter, then would hit 7 straight in the second quarter, on his way to 30.
As advertised. The Clipper lead is 10, 27.7 to go on TNT.
Let me see your hands up. Everybody now, let me see your hands up right now.
Quarters you see right there. In this game, Lakers have shot 44%. Clippers, Reggie, for most of the game, have been over 50% shooting. They have stayed consistent. But when you look at the Lakers, you circle the names Davis and James. In the first half, they combined for 32 points. In the second half, they combined for 11.
Again, Doc Rivers and this Clipper defense putting the clamps down.
Here comes James, working on Harrell, kicks it out. Daniels with a 3, that'll be it. Rebound by Beverly, another one from him. Beverly was absolutely brilliant, 10 rebounds. The leading scorer with 30 was Leonard, 21 for Lou Williams off the bench. The Clippers win round 1 with the Lakers by 10. James with 18. And Davis had the double-double with 25 and 10 boards for the Lakers. Tell you what, Reggie, a bench in this league can take you many places, and tonight it took the Clippers to a win over the Lakers. 60 bench points tonight from the Clippers.
It's one thing to have a bench, but it's who's coming off your bench that can get you buckets. And you've got a 3-time 6-man winner in Lou Williams and a straight-out alpha dog in Montrezl Harrell, who does all the hustle things. How about JaMychal Green? What an outing for him, knocking down 3s as well. Mo Harkless was solid, especially in that third quarter.
Let's send it over to Allie LaForce with Kawhi.
Kawhi, not a bad debut, 30 points in your first official win as a Clipper. What was it like just to see the fans stand on their feet and experience this with your new teammates?
It was great. You know, a lot of emotions, game 1, but I'm just happy we came out and got a victory. We played a great practice the last week. Everybody competing, pushing everybody's limits, and we had some carryover tonight.
You don't always show your emotion, but what were some of those emotions that you were feeling leading up to this game?
I mean, like I said before, once I'm playing the game, I'm locked in, so I'm thinking about the next play. But before the game last night, it's a lot of emotions knowing that my family's going to be here tonight, and I'm just back here playing in the Staples in my hometown. It's just amazing.
You guys put together a great win. You did it without Paul George, and some of the best runs of the game were when you were resting on the bench. What do you think about the depth of this team and the potential?
I mean, you see what they did last year. They were the 8th seed, 7th seed playoff team. These guys fight. They fight hard every single night. And, you know, just because I'm here or Paul's here, we're not going to stop. But we're missing a couple more pieces. Rodney's out still. Great defender, great spacer for us. So it'll be great once we all come on board.
Congrats on win number 1. Enjoy it.
Thank you.
Thanks, Kawhi.
An NBA champion twice, a finals MVP twice. Kawhi Leonard, only 4 points in the first quarter, 26 points in quarters 2, 3, and 4. The Clippers by 10. Our producer tonight, Jeff Randolph. our director, Matt Lipp, our statistician, Ethan Cooperson. In audio, Pat Thornton. Now for Reggie Miller, Allie LaForce, and the rest of our terrific TNT crew. Kevin Harlan saying goodnight from inside here in Los Angeles. Coming up next, we take you outside the Staples Center in downtown LA with Inside the NBA. Thanks for watching opening night on TNT.